Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. April Fool's Day. A day for jokes and jests and japes and frivolity and massive amounts of lecturing and virtue signalling by the looks of it. So, believe it or not, this up here, it ain't a joke. But yesterday, rGames, which has 1.7 million subscribers, by the way, over on Reddit, decided to shut down for the day. And this is the reasoning behind that. Now, if you're not a big fan of mine, but you're, watching this video anyway, because I know you get a perverse kick out of it, this video is actually going to be great for you, because you're going to be able to take me out of context, most likely in several occasions. So stick around. So let's get into this. This April Fool's, by the way, the heading is not April Fool's. This April Fool's, we decided to take things a little more seriously. Oh, that's exactly what April Fool's Day needs, people to take things seriously. And shed some light on a growing, pervasive issue that has affected the community of rGames and gaming communities as a whole. Oh, sorry, I'm just bringing out the broad strokes. It's affected us, ergo, it's affecting every single body. Okay, let's just get those broad strokes out. Whoa, let's cover it all up. In recent times, it's come to our attention that what has been intended to be a forum for the potential spread of knowledge and involvement in video games has instead become a battleground of conflicting ideas. Oh my God! How dare people have different opinions? This is disgusting and disgraceful and should be stopped immediately. Okay. Ordinarily, this isn't an issue. No shit, Sherlock. Discussion, by its very nature, is certain to bring argument. No. No, that is not actually the case. I understand what you're trying to say, but that's not actually the case. But when an argument descends into vitriolic attacks between individuals on a regular basis with no chance at deceleration, that's when, put simply, something's got to give. Okay. So, just to sum up, this first paragraph is our subreddit, or something that we see on our Reddit. People have conflicting opinions, and it gets a little bit feisty. And we can't do anything about it, so, something's got to give. That's what I get from this first paragraph. Tell me if you've got anything else. Though certain memes, such as Gamers Rise Up, surrounding gaming are largely viewed as a humorous interpretation of a mindset, at the core of the humour is a set of very serious issues that affect all gaming enthusiasts. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong here, but what I understand from the interpretation of Gamers Rise Up is you and I, the regular gamer, rising up against corporations who are looking to exploit us, who are looking to milk us, who are underperforming when they are producing games, etc., etc. That's what I get from Gamers Rise Up. Now, if I'm completely and utterly wrong here, please do correct me in the comment section, but that is what I personally get from Gamers Rise Up. You and I rising up against the corporations who are looking to exploit the gamer. By showing disdain or outright rejecting minority and marginalized communities, we become more insular. Wait, hold on. Sorry, folks. Sorry, I was reading the Not the April Fool's article on Reddit, and I seem to have just gone into a completely different article out of nowhere. I don't know if I've cut something in. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is just a complete change of track by them. So we've been talking about people with conflicting ideas. Nothing wrong with that. They're getting a little bit fruity on the forums when it comes to the debating about it. That's called life and the internet, and outside the internet and everywhere in the world. And then we've gone from Gamers Rise Up, which is about the small guy or girl rising up, guy though, against massive corporations looking to exploit. And then suddenly we're just gone into marginalised minorities. Out of nowhere. In this, we lose out on the chance to not only show compassion to these people, I'll get back to this in a moment, and also these people. Oh, really? That's what you're going with? Okay. But also the chance to grow our own community and diversify the demographics of those involved in it. Okay. Right. First of all, this is where you can take me out of context now, people. So get ready. Get a notepad and pen ready. Just me as a human being, right? I have empathy towards my fellow humans, okay? If I see somebody crying, I console them by my very nature. If I see somebody confused, I will try and help them. I will try and aid them if they have a problem. Or if I see somebody in trouble, then I will go and try and help them out. That is who I am as a human being, and by having empathy towards humankind. However, I do not distribute compassion or respect or anything like that based off some title. That title being whether you're male, female, what colour you are, what religion you are, what sexuality you are. No, I reserve all of that for who you are as an individual, who you are as a human being. So if I meet somebody, okay, let's just call them Joe, because that can be a male name or a female name. So I meet Joe, and I like Joe. I think they're funny. I think they're personable. I think they're intelligent. I think they've got something about them. I enjoy their company. Then I'm going to have compassion, and I'm going to have warmth and all those feelings towards Joe. If I meet Joe and Joe is a fool, an idiot, a moron, I don't like them, I don't like their takes, I find them highly annoying, then I'm not going to give them compassion or warmth. I don't want anything to do with Joe, not my kind of person. Oh, by the way, Joe's gay. Right? But I didn't say that because it's got nothing to do with who they are as a human being. Nor does it matter what colour they would be, what religion they would be, or anything like that. It's got to do with the individual. It's got to do with who they are as a person. When you just blanket, oh, I'm giving comfort, then you are virtue signalling. There's nothing wrong with having generic empathy towards humankind, but it's got to go from everybody. Regardless of race, colour, creed, demographic, regardless, it's got to blanket every single solitary person. So this is just virtue signalling. And that is why it's virtue signalling. Because it's tempting to say, hey, we need to be more inclusive just by this criteria. Because they are different. Or as they say themselves, these people. Again, not great usage of wordage there. Oh, yeah. I would be pretty embarrassed if I put these people. And then they go into all the isms and the phobias and all that kind of stuff. And our games, our community is becoming increasingly responsible for perpetuating a significant amount of these combative and derogatory schools of thought. Really? Okay. We remove those comments, we ban the perpetrators, but the issue still persists at a fundamental level. Yeah, well, do you know why? Because when people use what you're saying they use, more often than not, it's used as in shock value, and it's used to get a rise, it's used to troll, and yes, it is used occasionally to be what it is, a slur or whatever that might be. That doesn't excuse it by any stretch of the imagination, but this is why you'll never get rid of it, because people will always respond in this manner. And then, if they see what you're doing in your censorship as unjust, then they will continue to do so. And they will continue to do so, and you will continue to ban, and they will return on a different account or wherever, and people will see if it's unjust or not. Because in the next paragraph, we see what we see. And we have all these links to examples. And let me just click them. All these links to examples. And guess what, folks? Removed. 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 They removed all of their examples. And do you know why they removed all of their examples? I'll tell you. Because when you went through them, the vast majority of them, because I've seen them, the vast majority of them were harmless. Really were harmless. Some were just humour. Some were just off-the-cuff remarks. Some were satirical. And if that's the kind of stuff which they're banning and they reckon is completely unacceptable, then it's easy to see why people will continue to perpetuate what they're writing. Because you seem to be overreacting to absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And then we have do better, be better, where we, patronize people and we tell them how to think because we don't like individual thought. We don't like people having their own opinions. Everybody must become the hive mind. They must become the Borg. Resistance is futile. And all that. It's quite sad to see this. I mean, it's pretty sad to see that 20,000 odd people voted this up. But let me just give you an example. They talk about, what they're trying to prevent. And this is this kind of school of thought which games journalism backs and pretends to actually be part of. So let's just jump to this here. This is a tweet from Eurogamer yesterday when they were reporting on this. And it says, rGames subreddit shuts for April Fools to highlight toxicity in game communities. And we see the link to it. Best mom ever replies with, maybe you could shut your site too. Shut down your site too. Which gets much more likes than the actual Eurogamer post itself. Now, it's April Fool's Day. Best mum ever. They set themselves up for a joke. They set themselves up by the nature of the article to have this sort of thing. If I tweeted about this, I would expect probably a similar comment. Hey, why don't you shut YouTube down? And I would probably respond by doing a gif of somebody crying. As if, oh, you wounded me, you hurt my feelings, wow. That's what I would have done. No, Eurogamer responded with this. Nah, we're making too much money from your hate clicks. Who's toxic now? Who is toxic now? So again, it just shows where some people's heads are at when they're just a bunch of virtue signaling morons. So yeah, I think this... Look, if this was made in good faith, it's been really interpreted poorly, the way that you've put it onto Reddit here. But I don't think it is in good faith. I think it's an attempt to gain woke points. I think it's an attempt to gain exposure. I think, and that's exactly what you're getting. People are talking about it. And I think it's done disingenuously and, complete and utterly ridiculous. But we'll see what you guys and gals have to say about it in the comment section down below. But I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming links. They're in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.